Keep an eye on the wide receiver position ahead of the November 4th trade deadline. Why? Because the formula is there for moves. One, there are legit Super Bowl contenders that have a need at the wide receiver position. Two, this position has a history of giving sellers really good returns if a move is made. And third, there are teams that are selling wide receivers that have players that are not part of their plans in 2026. For example, last season, the Browns never thought they were going to get a third-round pick for wide receiver Amari Cooper, and they did from the Buffalo Bills because there was a need. Well, that need still exists for Brandon Beane up in Buffalo. They know that they can't compete in the postseason without acquiring any sort of upgrade at the boundary position. And Steelers general manager Omar Khan has been very aggressive in building this team around future Hall of Fame quarterback Aaron Rodgers, and finding a counterpart to DK Metcalf could be in the works in Pittsburgh, and they're poking around at the idea of bringing in another receiver. And there are other teams that are making calls about receivers around the league. And keep your eye on the New Orleans Saints. They have 3 receivers that could be up for grabs. They can't keep all of them financially in terms of Brandon Cooks, Chris Olave, and Rashid Shaheed. Now, Olave looks like he might be the least likely to move, but never say never. But Shaheed would bring much more than just speed to another team, and Cooks has been traded a number of times and could still add value. And talking to sources around the league, Raiders wide receiver Jacoby Myers brings a lot to the table and could be a target. He is very good in traffic in the middle of the field and as an intermediate threat, and would upgrade any receiver room. Now, wide receiver trades at the deadline last year didn't exactly pan out, whether it's Devontae Adams or Amari Cooper, and that might give some teams cold feet. But my understanding is it doesn't slow down the market entirely, and expect a move made at the position before Tuesday.